Parmatmanandaji, and most respected Sri Mohanji Bhagwat, Dattaji, and my brothers and sisters of Mother Bharat Mata. When we are talking of think collectively, it is not only that we have to think collectively for resurgence of Hinduism. I speak this very deliberately in the consideration. For the resurgence of the world, we need to think collectively. It is not because of an emotion I am saying. If you look at the globe, there are different types of the problem today. In one word I can say there are ecological problems. We had the problems of have-nots. Back in India, to have electricity 24 hours was a luxury. To have a phone was a luxury. The problems of have-nots have been solved. The technology has created heaven today, but there are different problems. Today there are relationship problems. 95% of the problems are there. We grew up in a culture where cricket team or volleyball team siblings were there at home and extended families were there. Now people fail to relate to even one more person in the life. This is because of ecological disturbance caused by theological thinking. I find everywhere I go in conferences, they sincerely talk of ecology. It's a beautiful word. It talks about awareness, about one's own actions, and its ever expanding effects to others. It is like throwing a pebble in water. But one thing if you note, they talk of only ecology which affects the human survival. The ecology which affects the human growth. That is because of this thinking that God created the man in his image and the world for man's consumption. Our vision is entirely different. I am proud to say it is only and only Hindu Dharma says this. Each and every individual, animated or unanimated, living or conscious being is expression of the same divine. And all of us share the same biological space. All of us share the same space in terms of consciousness. And therefore, since we enjoy certain degree of freedom, the responsibility to maintain ecology is rests on Hinduism. And therefore, our rishis had given a prayer, Ma Kashchit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. We are the only ones who are sensitive to ants and flies in the house. Go to south of India, they do rangoli. That is always done with the flour brought out of the rice, which happens to be the food of it. We are sensible to cows and dogs around, and we are sensible to devatas also. More than this, ecology means in one word I would say harmony. The things function harmoniously. Don't confine the ecology to air, space and water. There is social ecology and there is religious ecology which is disturbed by aggressive religions. I told you emotional problem because in the name of freedom, human rights, my space, the circle of the space is so big and there is no entry even for the spouse. In the name of my space, we always think of my comfort zone. I don't want to go out of my comfort zone. I don't want to share with anyone. We are taught there is no moist space, there is our space. And recently Swamiji said, the family. Family is a unit which taught us Dharma. Sangatsadvam, Samvadatvam, we learn that. Some eatatvam also we learn together. We never had the concept of the bedrooms. We slept together and grew together and shared the economic space together. Last but least, they are disturbing the societal ecology, and the religious ecology is disturbed by this thinking that we have the exclusive rights to save others. Ours is the only God. It's like my Swamiji used to say, this fellow had a pet. In America you have all kinds of pets, beginning from crocodile and snakes, etc. He had a monkey pet. He went to somebody's house, and then there was a fountain outside, kept the monkey outside, went inside talking with that guy. After 5 minutes he came back. In the fountain pool there were beautiful fishes. All the fishes were thrown out. And the fellow asked, hey, what did you do? Asked the monkey. Monkey said, the fishes were dying and I wanted to save them. This savior psychology is a monkey psychology. The Charter of Human Rights, adopted in 1948 in the 10th December by the United Nations, but drafting was done in Scandinavian countries. They talk of right of freedom of religion. Right of freedom of religion doesn't mean that you have right to convert, proselytize others by terrorism or by allurement or by deceit. This Charter of Human Rights needs correction in life. Traditional religions, all other aboriginal religions, they ridiculed them. They taught them as primitive. They said these are our non-thinking and animistic religion. We have to, Hindus' vision is that we have to take to the globe all religion and cultures are nothing but the social capital of this world. Don't think of only economic capital. We have to think of the cultural capital and social capital. And last but least, when I hear these words, Hindus are very tolerant. Hindus are very accommodating. No, I am not tolerant. I don't give you right to step on my feet. And I am not accommodative. My religion teaches whatever is nothing but expression of Ishvara. I respect you. We have to teach them mutual respect. We have to think collectively. For North American audience, I would say, think like rosewood trees. They are so tall. And there are winds, but never a rosewood tree falls because they are all connected. The entire forest of rosewood is connected within in terms of roots. Let us keep aside. Let us keep aside and accept the diversity which is created by God, and it is beautiful. Connect ourselves in the sons of Bharat Mata, sons of Vedic Rishis, and the sons of universal peace. Let us forget differences. There are religious unity available, Acharya Sabha. All Acharyas are mutually thinking. Let us join hands and the Gaurav which belongs to Bharat Mata, we have to put back to them. You have made them questionless. So I think the responses to all the speakers has shown that they have answered all our questions which may be there in our minds. Any questions? Yeah, now we will have 15 minutes question time. If there are any. Now the thing is, many a time it so happens that the questioner starts speaking. That will not be allowed.